So you've encountered an instance of bias. What do? You want to speak up and say something, but that can be quite difficult. That's where we come in. Bias has to do with an action or statement that is inherently prejudiced and unfair towards a particular group of people. Those who express bias and the circumstances you experience alongside that can differ tremendously, from microaggressions to preferential treatment. You also want to keep in mind, firstly, who you're confronting and the relationship you share, whether you're best friends or they're your boss. Secondly, the environment, either a public or private space. And thirdly, your goal. What do you wish to achieve by speaking to this person? Do you want to educate them? Change their behavior? Both? This video offers a few tools and tactics to combat these instances in an appropriate and productive manner. To demonstrate, let's bring out the Human Bias Simulator. Oh, hello there, Human Bias Simulator. Feeling particularly biased today? Excellent. Can you give us a random sample?
So I've been getting really into this new stand-up comedian, and I mean, she's hilarious for a girl.
Let's explore our tactics.
For a girl.
What do you mean, for a girl? I don't get it. This tactic works well if you'd prefer to seem less direct with your approach. Often by asking someone to explain a statement, it forces them to reflect and analyze both their logic and morality.
For a girl.
I'm curious how you got the idea that women aren't as funny as men. This tactic essentially asks whomever you're speaking with to defend their claim, which could help them see what's problematic about it.
For a girl.
So, you're saying that normally women aren't funny? This tactic is much more direct. You're literally reflecting back what they said, allowing them to hear it in a different way from someone else.
For a girl.
You know, my experience is really different from that. The funniest people I know are women. Sometimes, offering your own experience and opinion can expand the perception of whomever you're talking to and show them a different way of looking at things.
For a girl.
Wow. How would you feel if someone measured your talents or your abilities based on their underestimation of your gender? Wouldn't that make you feel awful? This tactic is direct and clear. When using this approach, be sure to remain calm and respectful while still getting your point across.
For a girl.
Can I be honest with you? It really upsets me when you talk like that. To me, it just feels like you're underestimating the talents and abilities of women in general. Like they can't do any job a man could. And if they can, it's somehow an exception. Now, this approach can certainly be personal and direct, but also very effective. If you feel it's what's necessary based on who it is you're speaking with and your relationship, then go for it.
For a girl.
I used to understand why people would say things like that until I realized that there were simply so few publicized women in comedy that they can seem special or unusual. I've come to realize there's a lot of incredible female comedians. This tactic can be helpful because it explains your thought process and how you improved. Nothing wrong with nudging that person in the right direction, even if you have to adjust your process more to fit their situation.
For a girl.
You're way too smart and nice to say something like that. I know you know better. Now, this tactic essentially tells whomever you're speaking with that you expect more from them. Giving them that high standard could help them reassess their thinking.
For a girl.
Hey, I know you didn't mean to sound ignorant, but saying that she's only funny for a girl is pretty narrow-minded. Similar to the previous tactic, This one lets the person know that you know they can do better and improve. They just need to understand where they're going wrong.
For a girl.
Now, I know you strongly believe in fairness, and if so, you shouldn't be undervaluing anyone based on their gender. This one also holds your conversation partner to a higher standard. Remind them of the values you hold important and why you value those qualities in them. Spell it out for them if needed.
For a girl.
We don't tolerate that kind of commentary in our office. Please don't say things like that here. Referencing a real policy can let them know that that sort of commentary is unacceptable. If they even ask why, elaborate on the policy.
For a girl.
Yikes! Are we still fighting for suffrage or something? What year is it? If you feel uncomfortable, humor can be a useful method to hide your intentions in a joke. If the person you're speaking with is thoughtful enough, they'll think about what you said and draw meaning from it. So those are our 12 tactics. Keep in mind that the instances of bias you encounter might be more intense and could cover a variety of topics, from race to gender, sexual orientation, and beyond. Don't feel nervous about speaking up. It's important to trust your instincts when it comes to choosing a tactic. But even more important, simply to act. Speak up. Say something. Make a difference in the thinking of your community and eventually the world. All right, hit me with another one.
So here's my thinking. You can't be a real Latina if you don't speak Spanish.
Case in point. It can be difficult. But hey, why don't you give it a shot? I know you can do it.